going on, people? Welcome back to my channel. So it's a bit of a rush this morning, as I thought I was donating blood, but it turns out that's tomorrow. Half sleep. I got a day wrong, but yeah. So I've already started doing my morning routine, but I will now put a time lapse on just to take you through what I'm doing in the morning for my breakfast. This is going to be a full day of eating over 3,000 calories, and also a video on my leg split, which I will be doing with a client and with Tom, hopefully this time anyway. So yeah. So that is my morning routine. As you can see, that is most of my supplements I take. Still a few that I need to grab and a few things I need to restock. Yes, it isn't cheap. On top of that, I will finish off now that drink that I just put together, which is basically creatine along with a couple of minerals and vitamins in there. I've also got glucosamine in there and Sicilian husk for my skin, just an extra bit of fibre as well. On top of that, which I didn't show on the time lapse, I've actually done my deep blood glucose this morning and my blood pressure as well, just to make sure that's all good. We're in good range, so things are looking fine. I'm now going to eat my food, and that's about it. Right, so apologies for the noise in those last few clips. The washing machine is a little bit loud these days. Probably gonna need to change that out soon. But yeah, I've also put on this pump cover by Explosive Fibers, as people in my house don't like to put the heating on, even though it's absolutely fucking freezing outside. But yeah, I don't even think you can get this one on the website anymore, but I had it in a mystery pack. But I'm really liking Explosive Fibers clothing at the moment. I've got quite a bit of their clothing now, and I'm probably going to buy some more. So yeah, as you can see, looking pretty rough too. I have actually got a trim booked in with Stay Fresh Studios in about an hour. So I'm going to get some clients programming done, a few other bits and bobs, and then we are going to pick up a client ready for our training session. He is actually going to pop by the barbers with me, and then we shall get into our training. So I shall probably now catch you when I get to the gym. Right, so I don't normally have this, but I am extra tired this morning. Usually I do leave it about an hour to 2 hours before having my first dose of caffeine, but I'm really fucking tired this morning, and I'm probably going to end up falling asleep in the chair while I'm cut if I don't. So I'm going to have a coffee. I also reduced my oats this morning, so instead of 100 grams I had 50 grams of oats, 100 grams of mixed berries frozen, 45 grams of protein in with my oats, and 20 grams of peanut butter. I reduced the oats a little bit just because I know I'm going to the barbers at 1. I'm not training with Tommy till 3. So I thought if I get a little bit of something that I can either take with me or eat just before I leave now, so say some toasted rolls, maybe a little bit of jam on it, something like that. Not a bit ideal because there's something pretty simple carbs, so something I should really eat just before a gym session. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to end up having. I might then just end up having a toasted roll, maybe some 1 cal liquid butter sprayed on it, something like that. But I'm just going to eat that quickly. Pause, take 2 Rice Krispie Squares with me for just before the gym, and get on my pump and pre-sorted out ready as well. And then we shall be going to the gym straight after our training set, straight after our haircut. So yeah, I'm going to get that done now. I've got about half hour to spare, not even that, until I need to be leaving. So yeah, I'm gonna have to catch you when I get to the gym.
That is the trim done. Looking nice and fresh. Shout out to Stay Fresh Barbers, Bello. Fucking class barb shop, to be honest. If you haven't been there, you need to go there. Right, so I'm about to eat my Rice Krispie Squares now, which is my pre-workout snack, and I have my pre-workout on my way down to PB Gym to meet Tommy. He's actually turning up this time, so yeah, stay tuned for a big leg session.
Big leg session, you know it's gonna be crackers. Creme brulee.
She's a creme brulee.
We are back at the HQ. So, time to get in a naughty leg session.
Hi, brother. You good?
Yeah.
Da chuva, cê é louco, meu Deus.
So we've just done 2 top sets of 280. First top set was 280, 7 reps. Second top set was 240 for 11 or 12 reps. And now we're going to do a back-off set aiming for about 20 to 25 reps. We're going for 200, so see how this goes. Oh yeah, while I'm doing this, anyone's looking for a nice pair of knee sleeves, you've seen the wrist straps in my other video. If you're looking for a nice pair of knee sleeves, trust me, hard body, the knee sleeves are absolutely banging. These are medium. Usually I go for large. They didn't have a large left, which was gutted about. And this colour specifically, the purple ones that I brought, they're all limited edition. Once they're gone. So I wanted the whole collection because that's just the way I am. Plus I'm much in max on my phone. So yeah, I got them in a medium. I prefer it. They're actually nicer. Well, it's just this brand, but they fit the medium fits me better. But yeah, I did go for a medium with these. So if you are looking for a nice pair of knee sleeves, wrist straps, belts, to be honest, all their equipment, hard body is the way to go, 100%. I vouch for them. Like, I would recommend them to everyone. They're amazing. I will probably never now go for a different brand. Gonna get the belt sometime this week. Anyway, I had tips to get these on. I haven't got any tips to get off. She can't come. So I do fold them like you would if you were putting them on. But other than that, I haven't really got any tips. Just grab it and roll. Oh yeah. And if anyone's looking for a nice pair of socks that look absolutely sick, go for the Barbell Warriors Lift Heavy Shit socks. Absolutely love these things. Gonna be literally picking up a wardrobe full of them. Because leg day, push day, pull day, whatever it is, I love putting these socks on, whether it's the shorts, whether I've got the explosive fibres, old school baggy bottoms on, and I tuck them into the socks. I literally wear them all the time. So yeah man, that's something I'm going to be stocking up on. They've also got a lot of other clothes that are nice. Vests, hoodies, it's a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's another brand I highly recommend. I will tag them in the comments, in the description of this video. And I'll probably cut this video up for a few clips on my Instagram as well. And I'll tag them in and ask if anyone is interested in looking them up or grabbing some stuff up off them. It will be in the description. Yeah, this one I haven't really been speaking much in, but if you have liked the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button for notifications so you don't miss the next video. I'm going to be trying to bang out at least one of these a week. Yeah, they're all going to be different, they're not all going to be day in the lives. They're all going to be pretty much vlogs, but they're not all going to be day in the lives. I did do tips on my leg session in the last video, which is why I didn't really do tips in this one. I just showed the intensity and how hard we're working in this off season. And obviously a full day of eating, which my next meal will be coming up when I get home. So just gonna go through a couple of poses and then yeah. Okay, so we've just got back from the gym. I am now going to make my cream of rice, which is my post-workout meal. After that, I have still got a few meals to go. Time is getting on, so these meals will probably be crammed in a bit quicker than what they normally are. I've had a bit of a busy day, so yeah, meals haven't been spaced out as efficiently as what they normally are. But I will now put a time lapse in of me making my cream of rice. Or actually, I might do a full one and just talk you through how it's made, because a few people have asked how I make my cream of rice, so I shall actually take you through it properly. So I am on 150 grams of cream of rice. So what I do first is I put the Pyrex bowl onto the scales, tear the weight of the bowl off, and then I will add 350 ml, well, I'll put it keep it in grams, I'll add 350 grams of water to this, and then add the cream of rice in after that. Water is in. I'm taking my last 2 capsules of krill oil, another Support Max, which I take 4 days, so this is my second one. Pretty late, but I should have taken it a bit earlier, but obviously didn't have it on me. Come prepared or prepared to fail, which I obviously prepared to fail. I obviously failed, I mean. And a capsule of berberine, just because this is going to be a high carb meal, so that will help basically with this high carb meal. And that's pretty much it for supplements. This is my 3rd litre of water, so I've drank 2 so far, 1 litre this morning, 1 litre while I was in the gym with Hydromax in it, just to replenish my electrolytes and keep myself hydrated while I'm training and sweating it all back out. Seems like I'm in the gym for quite a while.
Yeah, now I'll get into the cream of rice. The cream of rice I'm using is the best one I've tried so far, to be fair. It's from CSN Supplements, it's their own branded cream of rice, and this is birthday cake. So I'm actually really liking this flavour at the moment. It's a very, very high quality cream of rice. And if you do want to get this cream of rice from CSN, if you head to their website and use the code KFIT10, then that will get you a 10% discount off everything on the website. So yeah, that's a little bit of a perk for you for watching this video. So if you have watched this video, you will now get a discount code. On top of that, then, for the protein sludge that I will put on top, I've got a new flavour, which is, to be honest, my old faithful. It's the one I always go back to, which is caramel biscuit. It's basically Biscoff flavour. It's absolutely amazing, but I have still got some lemon cheesecake left, and given that I'm using birthday cake cream of rice, I'm probably going to go for the lemon cheesecake because it does go well together, like extremely well. So we're going to go for that. Right. So now that I've got my 350 grams, of water in there, I will now put 150 grams of cream of rice onto that. So there's multiple ways of doing cream of rice. This is just the way that I found works for me. Depends how you like it, texture wise as well. If you like it more runny, then there's probably other ways to do it. Oh shit, that's gone a little bit over. Yeah, there's other ways to do it, but this is the way that works for me. I like my cream of rice very, very thick, almost like a cake. So very thick consistency, so I tend to cook it quite a lot. And something you need, cream of rice, one of these bad boys. You can use a fork, wherever, but I found this is the best way to mix it. It's a little tip I had from Cuba, one of his YouTube videos, and I've never gone back since. Using a whisk is essential for cream of rice. And what I do is I tend to blast it for 2 minutes straight off the bat on high. So I'll blast it for 2 minutes straight off the bat just to get a consistency from the start. And now I'm going to weigh up my protein, 45 grams, and add a tiny bit of water, literally a tiny bit, whisk it till it turns into tiny, like a paste. If it's a little bit too thick, then I'll add a tiny bit more water until it gets the consistency that I want. I'm going to get a bowl, put the bowl on, obviously tie the weight to the bowl. Get our protein, and then weigh out 45 grams. Now I'm going to add a little bit of water, and I need a tiny bit of water to this, and then mix it up into a paste. So as you can see, there's a tiny bit of water in there. Old faithful whisk again. I might have actually added a little bit too much water, we'll see. So I usually have a little bit thicker than that, but that's not too bad, to be fair. Not too bad at all. So that is how the cream of rice is looking at the moment. As you can see, there's still a little bit of water there. So what I'll do now is whisk that up. Make sure you don't burn yourself with that water because the water is probably hot. So I tend to do little circles just to get that bit that has started to clump up to break up a little bit. Change directions a little bit. Just get it back all blended. Obviously once it starts to blend you can kind of go a bit more aggressive with the whisk. That is still very runny for what I like it like. So what I will do now, I've blasted it for 2 minutes, I'll start. And now I'm going to go back in for a minute and see how it is after that. Okay, so as you can see now, that is probably how I like it. That is not moving. So yeah. Right, so now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab some dark chocolate. 70% dark chocolate from Tesco's, doesn't really matter where from. So I'm gonna get 70% dark chocolate. And while the cream of rice is still hot, I know that this is 10 grams. I know that a square is 10 grams, so I don't need to weigh. But while the cream of rice is still hot, I will now just drop this in there and let it melt. Then come with a knife and just
you don't have to do this, but this is what I like to do. It's something I started doing in prep, and it's just something that's stuck with me ever since. So I just run the chocolate through a little bit, just so it gets all the way through really. Spread it out a little bit, just so I'm not having one mouthful of dark chocolate and then nothing. I like to kind of have a bit of it in each bite. So this is the way that I kind of work that out. 1 gram of pink Himalayan salt in here. So 1 gram, you're looking at about 1/4 teaspoon. Usually it'd be like 4 or 5 grinds on a grinded one, but I haven't got a grinded one, so we're gonna have to do it this way. So around about that. And just spread it over the top. There we are, so that's the pink Himalayan salt done. I'm going to add 100 grams of frozen berries to this. So there are 100 grams of frozen berries in here. Mixed frozen berries, I should say. There we are. That's 100. And to top it off, we will then put our protein sludge, and don't have to do this, but I like to put a little bit of cinnamon on it too. So we've got a spoon, add this to the top. So now that that's been put on, I'll add the cinnamon to the top, and that is this meal done. And yes, I do like quite a bit of cinnamon. "40 minutes later, and we're back already. We are short for time, got a good few meals to get in, so I'm just going for the next one. I've just had obviously my cream of rice and stuff. My next meal should have been protein Greek yogurt with oats, with granola and some mixed berries. But I'm not feeling having 2 sweet things right after each other, so this is where I would implement switching things up a little bit, especially in the gaining phase. I can get away with switching foods up a little bit like this. So what we are going to have is 2 slices of bread, which comes to 112 grams. Yeah, 112 grams. We're going to have 30 grams of cheddar cheese. 30 grams of cheddar cheese, 112 grams of white bread, and 2 whole eggs. Probably going to fry them with some 1-cal spray. And then just to make up the protein, I'm then going to have some Perform Whey, biscuit flavour, 30 grams of that, mixed with some water, just to get that last bit of protein in, and that will be my next meal. Okay, so that is my meal. As I said, non-chef, presentation does not matter to me, always done the same way. I've put 1 gram of pink Himalayan salt on there, a couple of grains of pepper, and then obviously what I said earlier, 2 pieces of toast, 2 eggs, 30 grams of cheddar cheese. I wouldn't normally use ketchup. Normally it's the only sauce I use is sriracha sauce. And then obviously from prep, I start going to the Skinny Food Co. sauces, low calorie sauces, light and light mayo, all that type of stuff, and then eventually cut it out completely as we get that close to prep. But right now, gaining phase, a little bit of ketchup on it. So yeah, let's go eat.
No one knows everything at all. Like, things are always changing, people are always evolving. At the end of the day, you're always learning. You should always keep an open mind to other methods and always want to learn more. And that's the way I am. I don't know everything at the end of the day. I know I'm far off knowing as much as what some other coaches do, but even when I get to that level, I will never ever stop searching for new methods, stop searching for different ways to implement training, nutrition, everything. I want to constantly be a sponge for the rest of my life, just be a sponge and be learning and just taking any type of information or knowledge that I can from everyone out there, from all aspects. People who prep, people for competitions, lifestyle coaches, even down to like mentality, so like psychiatrists and everything, because mentality is another massive part of this whole process. You've got to have the mentality for it. Most people can't get shredded, not because they physically can't do it, but because they mentally can't do it. Mentally is a lot more challenging. Yes, physically it is, especially if you're prepping for competition. Those last few weeks are going to be a killer. But the main part why people can't get to where they want to be is because of their mentality. They can't handle the cravings, the mind games that comes along with it. And people think that it's easy to get there, and it isn't. At the end of the day, if it was easy to get into a good shape, everyone would be doing it, and us coaches would be out of a job. There's a reason why people get coaches and invest in us. But by investing in us, by the way, you're investing in yourself. I'll always say it, and I'll always preach it. The best investment you can ever do is investing in a coach. Because you're not just investing in the coach, you're investing in yourself, you're investing in a better lifestyle, you're investing in a better future, you're investing in a better version of yourself and a better life for yourself. And you don't have to stay with them forever. If they're a good coach, they will teach you why they're doing things, they will teach you the process as you're going through it, so that when you get to where you want to be, you have the knowledge to then maintain it. And any good coach would do that. Any coach that's out there for money isn't going to teach you, because they're going to want you to come back. Because once you leave them, statistically, 80% of people who get to their dream physique with a coach, as soon as they leave their coach in the first 12 months, they end up going back to where they were, or worse, they regress. And the reason this happens is because they're not taught. They're not taught how to maintain it. They're not taught why these decisions have been made and why certain things have been done. They've just been like, here's a plan, follow it, get to where you want to be, done. And I don't want, like, if I was a coach that's coming from a money standpoint, then that would be great, because you don't teach them, they regress once they've gone up running all with you. All of a sudden then they're like, shit, I need a coach again, and they come back, more money. But that's not what I'm in it for. I'm in it to genuinely improve people's lives. And by improving people's lives, I want them to be able to improve their lives for the long run. So when they've finished with me, when they've got where they need to be through my guidance, I want them to have the knowledge to be able to carry that on their own. I want to see them in a year and still be in a good shape, if not better, but I don't want to see them regress. So that is why I believe that learning constantly is a very good thing, and getting new knowledge yourself, but also giving people knowledge is invaluable, absolutely invaluable. But that's enough rambling for me anyway. My food's getting cold, so I'm going to eat this, watch some nice, watch a bit of YouTube, not sure what yet, and then I shall catch you probably on the next meal.
Okay, so we are now on the last meal of the night. It should be two technically. I should be having the jumbo rice cake separate to the chicken and rice, but as it is very late, to be honest, I'm just going to have them both at the same time. I am having another Support Max, 3 capsules of digestive stack. Now, supplement needs digestive stack is basically for overall gut health, especially in times where you are pushing food. You want to make sure that you're digesting that food and getting the most benefits from the food you are eating, otherwise there's no point in pushing the food. So yeah, it's just an overall supplement for gut health. I've then got glucox in there as well. So glucox is good for supporting blood glucose management. It also acts as a glucose disposal agent, a GDA, which is good for pancreatic health as well. And then I also have a capsule of berberine. Berberine is good for lowering bad cholesterol. Also taken around about the time where you're on a high carb meal as well, because it kind of works as a GDA also. So yeah, that's what I'll be taking now. By the time I have sorted out my food and stuff, probably going to be about 25 minutes, because you want to be taking these about 25 minutes before your meal. Yeah, I've also got a shower, hence I've been changed, and that'll be pretty much it for tonight. So I will be finishing off some client work after that, getting some more water in, because I don't really go to bed that early. And after that, I'll probably start editing this video ready to drop tomorrow, and start planning out my rest day content for tomorrow, because I am hitting the sauna. So yeah, stay tuned for that one as well. If you have enjoyed this video and got any benefit from it, or just enjoyed watching in general, got hyped up for a gym session through watching my training, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you want to keep up to date with and not miss any of my content coming out in the future. So yeah, any likes, comments and subscriptions obviously help the algorithm, help me, and yeah, they are greatly appreciated. Anyone who's supporting me client-wise through my coaching or just through my social media and my YouTube, I genuinely really appreciate it. This is a dream that I've always had, and it is slowly becoming a reality to the point where I will be able to do this full time and for the rest of my life. Doing something that I love doing as a job would, honestly, I can't think of anything better. It is not work when you love what you're doing. So, and changing people's lives is just, there's no better feeling. There's no better feeling. So yeah, just thank you. I know it's a bit of a soppy thing, but genuinely any support that everyone has given me so far, I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I do really appreciate it, and it does honestly mean a lot. So yeah, thank you all for that. And if anyone is interested in signing up to my coaching, I'm going to be dropping a link into my description on my YouTube channel, or you can head over to my Instagram, and I have got my link tree on there with all links to how to sign up, to book a call, and a few other things on there as well. So yeah, if anyone is interested, I have still got spaces open at the moment, coming into August. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you all if you are interested. If not, enjoy the content. I'll see you all soon. Just to show what it looks like, and so I can put the macros on it too. We got 250 grams of peri-peri rice, 200 grams of chicken, the smallest amount of the spiciest sriracha sauce I have ever tried. Don't know why, don't ask me why it's so spicy, but it fucking is. Some barbecue sauce, and then 3 jumbo Snacker Jacks, which are chocolate.